Hiya, how are you doing? Had a couple of weeks off, just couldn't be bothered turning the camera on, basically. So what's been happening in the last couple of weeks? You might remember this brush. This is the Outlaw. Originally came with a synthetic knot in it called the Arctic Fox, which was yanked out because it was not very good, and that was replaced with a G4 synthetic from Frank Shaving, which had the biggest glue bump I've seen for a long time. So that got yanked out as well, and we've now got a 28mm 2-band badger from Maggard's sitting in the handle, and it's had about 4 shaves so far, and it's working quite well. It's a really nice brush stroke knot combination as such. So that was the first thing that's happening, or that's happened. Secondly, I had a mail call last week. I don't really do mail call videos, so I'm basically combining all of this with a shave. Mail call was from Marion the Barbarian. Marion, thank you very much, and to the others who contributed to the mail call. There was a small pile of soaps sitting here. So we'll start off with Moon Soaps Havana tallow based soap, they're all US soaps. This one's tobacco and various other scents in it. I don't know what happened to the tub. I think it might have been packaged, damaged in transit. But that was the first one that came out of the box. Next one is from First Line Shave Fallout. This one is based on Chanel Tuxedo, I believe. So there's the soap there. Again, another tallow base, and really good packaging. Looks nice, smells really nice. I'll do the towels first. About 3 towels. Next one is Spearhead Shaving. This is the silver. This one is based on Creed Silver Mountain Water. Again, really nice scent. I did have Mountain Man from Sterling when I wasn't stuck on the soap. The scent was okay, but that was a long time ago, before I could lather. But yeah, so we've got Spearhead Shaving as well. Next we move on to a couple of vegan soaps. Yeah. Southern Witchcraft's Carpathia. This is supposed to be, it is a dark scent. It's supposed to be inspired by Dracula, which is quite funny because about 5 miles south there's a place called Slane's Castle, which is supposedly where Bram Stoker stayed and was inspired to write Dracula. It's just near Cruden Bay. That's where I play golf. Cruden Bay Golf Club. So yeah, that's almost got a local tinge to it. It does smell dark. Balsam Whetstone Musk Black Tea. It smells very dark and musky, and a really good winter scent. And lastly but not least, it's not CK6. The only PA I've used before was a CK6. It's Club Guy, which links into me playing golf, I suppose. Club Guy. It's a barbershop scent, and I have used this one since it arrived. I had a head shave with it. despite it not being CK6, it's still a really good soap base. So that was the mail call basically. 5 tubs of soap and a brush, or a knot, which got knotted up. So I'll get this soaked, get prepped, and we'll have a shave. See you in a minute. Back again. Brush has been soaked. Because it's quite a small tub, I've used a little cosmetic scoop, and I've put some into my pedestal bowl. If any of you want to see how I go about knotting up brushes, there'll be a video link appearing in one of these corners as to how I do it. This one was a bit of a squeeze. Here we go. So Havana moon soaps, made in the States, husband and wife partnership. My intention is to rub the brush from the bowl and then face lather. I can't remember the couple's name because I'm over 50 and your short-term memory just goes to ratchet. But the wife makes the soap and the husband, I believe, is a butcher who renders the tallow for the soaps. So you're going from farmyard to face, using every part of the animal, putting nothing to waste. So we're getting a decent if I wanted to make the lather in the bowl, I'll just add some more water. It's coming together. So this brush was a bit of a squeeze to get in the handle, but we got there. The loft is set at about 55mm. Yeah, I think that'll more than suffice. It's tobacco, vetiver, musk, vanilla, teak wood. So again, another good winter scent. I do like a good tallow soap. From what I've seen, these are pretty good. I've got the same knot in 26mm in another handle, and that is exceptional, and this one's proven to be very similar in ilk, just somewhat larger. While I'm doing this, I'll get a blade and a razor, freshen here, get everything sorted out before we start. This for me is probably the most enjoyable part of the shave. Only lost a couple of hairs since I could knot it up, which is pretty good. I've never lost any from the 26mm. So it's only a 2-band knot. It isn't the most expensive that's available, but as far as value for money goes, they are very, very good knots. I know there's a few shavers don't like using banjo hair or moving away from banjo hair. Well, that now completes my banjo line as such. 24 or 22, 24, 26, 28 and 30. Right, the blade is still sealed. Super Shave X Platinum. Came across these blades a while back. Had a few sent to me with something I bought, and so impressed about 200. There's the blade there, made in China. Don't hold that against it. It is a very good blade. This is on par with my normal jet stainless reds, the new old stock, or pulse silvers. It is a really good blade. And the razor for the day, we're going German with the Pills 101 NE. It's a 2-piece non-adjustable razor. Basically you turn the handle and there's a fixed screw and the head plate comes off. And the blade simply goes over the tabs on the base plate, like so. Top cap goes on and you literally just screw it together like that. There's no curvature to the blade. The blade is held perfectly flat, so I have to input the angle, the shaving angle. So we'll get some heat in there. Ice cream man's here. So we've got a Pills 101 NE, which is the old stainless matte version, with the Super Shave X Platinum on its first use, Moon Soaps Havana, and a few days growth. This thing just laughs at whiskers. The trick with the Pills is if you shave like that, with it a bit quite close to the face, you won't get, it's got a very narrow cutting angle. You have to get quite steep with it. A few days growth here, 3 or 4. Can't remember which, but 4. What is, in essence, a mild razor. There you go, that side of the face could go to work. Anybody new to the channel? Hello, my name's Martin. It's despite my English accent. I've lived in Scotland the last 20 years. And this bathroom is small, bijou, compact, and on the northeast coast of Scotland. Where the water is starting to get chilly. Right, let's have a bit of fun. Little measures, this is half a teaspoon, so half a teaspoon of water, second thoughts. Let's go for a full teaspoon of water. Back into the bowl. I'm not really getting tobacco, which that's better. Put some hydration in it now. Yeah. It's not heavily scented. This soap, I wouldn't say. I'd say it's nicely balanced. Some people might say it's a bit too thick, but it's hanging on. It's still meringue-like to a degree, but it's hydrated. Every time you use this, it's akin to the Milk Future. People say it's slippy. No, it's not. There's no knurling, but it's not slippy. It's exceptionally head heavy, or it is head heavy. And the trick is, you just let the weight of the head do the work. You set the cutting angle. It does the work. If you think of it like you try and chop a piece of wood, you've got two axes, a light one and a heavy one. The light one will go into the wood and splinter it, but it may well not go the whole way through. Whereas the heavy one, because of the extra mass, which obviously equals velocity and impact, when it impacts the wood, it'll probably just shatter it. And this does the same thing to whiskers. Mild but deceptively efficient. The blade in this razor, good combination. The first time I used these blades I got 6 shaves out of the first one before I binned it, so they're not one you can chuck. You can easily get a couple of shaves out of it, and believe me, I've got a thick beard. There's not a lot left, growth wise. The really good thing about the pills is there's no overhammer because the blade is fully enclosed. Really good feedback as well. It lets you know when there's stubble still around. Soap, no issues with the soap. Scent, as I said, detectable, but it's not in your face, which I quite like. Just normal against the grain areas on the neck. So, I'm going to have a face wash with the remnants of the soap, and then we're back for the post shave. Yeah, really nice. Basically rinsed off with the soap, just let it sit on the face for a few minutes, and a face wash with it while I cleaned up the brush and the ball, and then warm water, cold water rinse. And that Scottish cold water is getting chilly. Got no problems with that shave whatsoever. Post shave, I've got some witch hazel which has got aloe vera, which I'll mix with it, about 70-30 mix ratio. It's in a spray bottle, so you can spray it direct, or you can just spray it into your hand and apply it to the face. It's just cheap witch hazel from the chemist, about £3 a bottle. That's done its job. Right, balm. Got cedar wood. There's teak wood and woods in tobacco and everything else, so I think cedar wood will go quite well with that. This is quite a thick balm. If anybody wants an ice cream, feel free to nip down the road and go get one. There we go. That's that shave. First one in a few days finished. I'll use the other soaps in future videos. So I used Club Guy yesterday for a head shave and no problems or issues with that. And we'll get through the other ones in rotation with other stuff. So we'll see how things go. So what do we use today? Well, the razor was a Pills 101 NA, made in Germany, and inside there was a made in China Super Shave X Platinum Blade on its first use. The soap, Moon Soap Havana from the States. Moonsoaps.com. Good value, 6 ounce puck, so it'll last a while. So I used a scoop, so you can see it in the corner here. The tub's not very, the soap's, I think it might have been hot poured when it was put in, it's just been left. Tallow, coconut oil, yeah, mango butter, plenty of good stuff in there, no issues at all with the soap, quite enjoyed that one. We scooped into a pedestal bowl. It's called a pedestal because she has you can put it on your table and put flowers in it. It's got the little nodules at the bottom, as you can see, for making the lather. And we used, this has only been shaken out, Alpha Shaving Outlaw. This is the Wickham edition from last year, now on its 3rd knot. And this one's a keeper. This is the Magard, or ear Magard, 2-band Badger 28mm. So it's just been shaken out and crack and knot. Totally transformed that brush. And we've polished off with some witch hazel and L'Oreal BarberClub balm. And that's it, folks. Bit of a long video. I'll try and keep them compact. I know people's time is important, and however, if you have any comments, leave them below. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.